Good afternoon, my friends. Many of you may not know who I am. My name is Heather Wallace, and I am part of this amazing community. I absolutely love this group. It is one of my favorite Facebook groups to come and jump in because there's always so much encouragement and support and inspiration and tips, and Lord knows we all need some positive places to go to just fill our cup. But I wanted to share just really quickly with you something that was on my heart today. If you don't know my story, about 3 years ago, actually 3 years ago this month, my husband and I had gone through just a really difficult season in our life. We're both pastors, and our church had caught fire, and we had just walked through a couple of really hard months, and we were not in a good place in our health, not emotionally, not mentally, and certainly not physically. I don't know about you, but one of the things we found ourselves doing out of convenience was just grabbing whatever we could to eat. And it just kind of became the thing that we used to numb ourselves. And we really had not focused on health anyway in quite some time. And that was evident because for me, I was parenting from my couch. And I have two beautiful children that wanted to do things with their mama, and I wanted to want to do things with them. But the truth is, I was exhausted, and by the time I got home from work and everything else, I just wanted to watch a movie from the couch as our quality time. And we were pastoring on fumes, if I'm just being completely honest with you. And so it was in December 3 years ago. My husband and I looked at each other and we were like, okay, this can't keep being our life. We have to do something different. And y'all, I've tried all the things to lose weight, okay? I have lost 122 pounds. So if you're watching this, believe me when I tell you, I know what the journey is like to try to get healthy, and I know all the things you can try on the way to get there. I had tried all the pills. I'd gone to my doctor for the pills. I'd tried all the new fads and gimmicks and potions and powders, and the only thing I didn't try was surgery. But believe me, I thought that might be my final option because I'm postmenopausal, my body is different. I gave myself all the reasons and excuses why I just wouldn't be able to lose the weight and get it off and keep it off. I've probably lost and gained back enough weight to fill my whole house twice over, if I'm being completely honest. But we were in this season where it was like, okay, we've got to do something different. And it was actually right here before Christmas. And my husband and I are all about doing meaningful gifts, especially like for our kids. We don't do the stuff that's just going to break and tear up. We did that when they were little. And it was like, okay, we are going to do things like trips, memories, stuff like that. And so this time 3 years ago, we thought, you know what? Why don't we give ourselves something that's going to last? And we reached out to some friends that we had watched on Facebook, people we trust and love deeply and dearly. They're like second parents in our life. And we watched them for about 6 months get radically healthy. They're also pastors. And so we watched their whole life change. Like their daughters and son-in-laws got radically healthy. They were coming off medications. And all of a sudden, these people that are like parents to us are out like doing water sports with their grandkids. And I'm parenting from my couch. And so we started reaching out to them. And one conversation, we were like, okay, whatever you're doing, I'm in. Because I know it works and I trusted them. And y'all, it was scary because I've tried so many things and I felt like I failed. Or I felt like the thing I tried didn't work. And I was really scared to even put myself out there or try again. And a lot of times my first question was this, well, what does it cost? And you know what I found years ago when I got super sick because I was carrying too much weight and I got very unhealthy, and I don't have time to tell that story, but maybe one day I'll pop in here and tell you all about that. I found out that when I was that sick, I never asked what it cost. The question I asked when it mattered most was, what is it worth? And there's such a difference when you stop asking what does it cost. And this is the truth. Now, for most of you who are exploring this as an option for you in your health, the truth is it's probably not going to cost you anything new to your budget because y'all, we already eat I was already eating. I'm real out there. So y'all may not love this about me, but this is the truth. I was actually eating like through a drive-through a lot of the times because we were traveling or going back and forth to work or stopping on my lunch break or whatever. So the truth is, for us, when we started our health journey, and I find this for a lot of people, we actually saved money by starting on our health plan. So it might be really beneficial for you to reach out to the person that invited you to this group if you're exploring this as an option for your health, just because a lot of times, I mean, I get it, right? That it's important to know, but my challenge to you is, instead of asking so much about what does it cost, maybe you need to start asking yourself, what's it worth? Because for me, what I found was, it's worth me being a fully present mama. It's worth me being a fully engaged pastor. It's worth me being a confident woman. It's worth me having the energy and vitality and health to be able to do what I was purposed on this earth to do. It's worth it. It's worth me being a fully engaged wife. It is worth the benefits that it's made in my marriage and in my home and on the job and in my passions and in my purpose. It's worth me going to the beach and not sitting on the sidelines, but actually making memories with my children. The greatest gift that my husband and I ever gave ourselves for Christmas, or one another for Christmas, was this time 3 years ago when we gave one another the gift of health. Y'all, it radically changed every part of our life. And I can tell you, those are the things where I stop asking, well, what's it cost? And I started saying, what is it worth? Because what I found in my life, in my little old life, is the most precious and valuable things that I have, you can't put a price tag on. And I don't know when we started thinking it was selfish or should be some afterthought to start treasuring our health and letting that be a precious, invaluable thing in our life, because everything that you do and everything that you are flows from that. So my encouragement to you I'm recording this on a Monday in December of 2020, the year of all years, is there are some things you got to start shifting the trajectory of how you're thinking about it. It is not about what it costs, although what you'll find is you'll probably be pleasantly surprised. It is about, man, what is it worth? So I hope that this inspires you. Man, if this causes one person to really take that step to make health a priority in your life, because what I can tell you is, y'all, I have lost and maintained 122 pounds, okay? My husband, like 80 pounds. It's unbelievable, the difference. But the several hundred people that in the last 3 years, because as a byproduct, y'all couldn't be quiet about that. I tried too many things and it not worked. I had to be able to tell people. I promise you, y'all, I've never seen our plan not work. And I can just tell you, it's one of the greatest yeses that I ever said. So my encouragement is, y'all, start today. Don't keep waiting and putting it off. Someday is a fancy word for never. Start. Make the decision. Take the step. Jump in, because you are worth it. So I hope you have an amazing week. And I hope this encourages one person, just one person would make it worth it for you to say, man, today's the last day that I'm going to say someday. We're going to make it happen. So have a wonderful week, whatever time you may be watching this. I hope it's a great one.